Hello everybody and welcome back to MegaDimension Neptunia VII. On the last episode, we beat the dog thing again. And we rescued Umio, and now we're headed back to Uzumi's hideout.
Let's try going here.
Let's celebrate Umio's rescue, everyone. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers is what I wish to say, but why is this a roasted fish party? Well, this is the only food I had on hand, man. I'm glad I fished up so much for the reserve supply. I understand what you're saying, and I also understand that fish is the most abundant neutral resource in the area, but for me, this is basically cannibalism. And this is freshwater fish at that. Oh, yeah, right. Oh man, I'm sorry, Umio. Don't fret, Umio. Uzumi hears ya. I'll get you some krill in a little bit. Krill? Well then perhaps I will partake. I'm sorry too, Umio. We wanted to celebrate your return, but we didn't really know how to prepare anything elaborate. I can make simple sweets, but when it comes to meals, it's not really my strong suit. It's nothing you need to apologize for, Gearsy. The gesture is more than enough for me, thank you. By the way, what do you usually eat? What do you two usually eat? I can't imagine there are many other things available aside from canned foods. When necessary, we do utilize our canned goods, but normally, Uzumi prepares meals with anything she can find out there. Granted, they're simple dishes of course, and we generally season the heat. Wow. I didn't know you could season heat. We generally season and heat the gathered ingredients to create our meals. Oh, you guys should have your own survival reality show or something. So, have you ever eaten locusts or snakes or frogs before? Ugh. Oh my gosh. Like seriously? No freaking way, Nepsy. Ew, slimy little frog legs. Totally gross. Uzumi. Language. Yeah, no way I'd eat one of those ugly things. It'd have to be really cool. It had been really cool if you were able to chow down on some exotic grub like that. Oh well. Cool? Do you mean I could be cool? Huh? Uzumi's kinda cute getting excited about being cool. Duh. I see, so people think you're cool if you can eat frog? Maybe I'll try it out. But wait, don't get tricked, Uzumi. Neptune, you gotta stop saying weird things like that to people. It's not very nice. It's not very nice. Sorry, Nepgear, I couldn't help it. I wish this went all wonky for a moment. Uzumi, before I forget, the baby bugs gave these to me as a gift for helping them. Would you like to take some? Those are shiitake mushrooms. They're delicious if you roast them on a skewer, and the sight of you avidly devouring them would be quite delightful. No. No freaking way. No freaking way. I don't care what anyone says, I'm never eating those. Dear me, your stand for shiitake mushrooms is incredibly worrisome. You don't eat shiitake, Uzumi. I can't stand the taste or texture. It's truly a shame. They are very convenient. Shiitake mushrooms are exquisite, roasted or boiled, and they perform wonderfully in soup stocks. Soup stocks? I wouldn't touch one of those with a 10-foot pole if it was made out of share crystals. I wouldn't touch one with a 10-foot pole if it was made out of share crystals. I think it should be even if it was made out of share crystals. But whatever, I'm not eating them. Well, anyway, now that we're nourished, I suppose it's time we explain what has actually transpired here in this nation. Additionally, I extend my deepest gratitude to you both for saving me. Now, could you tell me how you both happened to come to this city? So yeah, that's why we're in a bit of a bind. I see. I'm beginning to make sense of your unique predicament. Come here from another continent, or perhaps you burrowed your way out of an underground nation, or you're delusional. I could construct several different theories, but I believe the most probable is that you both come from another dimension. Ah, damn it. I hate to say it, but yeah, I mean, I guess we could have managed to venture into another dimension yet again. Yet again? May I assume that you both have done this before? Journey to an alternate dimension, then. Yep, you're right on the money, my fishy friend. Man, we went through a lot of trouble to get back home last time, too. I hate dimension hopping. Time gets all wacky. We were gone for years, but back home, only a few days have passed. Ridiculous. I believe I understand now. So how will we get back home, Big Sis? If we're really in another dimension, we probably can't even contact his store. Chin up, Nep Jr. At least we know where we are. That's pretty good. If we know where we are, then all we gotta do is find out where the path from here to home is. But how do we figure out a path like that? What a path like that even looks like? Umio, are monsters really the only ones here? Maybe there are other people who have just gone into hiding somewhere very far away. Now that I think about it, did none of the CPUs from the other nations survive? Where are they? I apologize, but as far as I know, the only CPU that exists is Uzume. There used to be people here though, right? There's still traces of them left on the internet. Indeed, they existed a long time without knowledge. Without knowledge of their existence, I would not have thought of you as human. However, when I was born, this world was already in this state of dissolution and ruin. That's why I was quite surprised to meet you both. So does no one actually know why the world ended up in this condition? Uzumi states that the giant, as she calls it, is the direct reason. But I believe an even greater cause exists. Would you take a look at this? It's some data I found, though it's a little broken. This appears to be a journal. The text is buggy here and there, but this is truly quite fascinating. Umio, I'd like to investigate more about what happened to this world. My ability might not be great, but allow me to help. We may uncover information vital to the safety and preservation of this world. Thank you very much. Incidentally, Uzumi has been rather quiet for some time now. Oh, she's out like a light. She appears to be in a deep sleep. This is unsurprising considering she was already exhausted before devouring that large meal. Oh, I'm sorry for keeping both of you up just to talk. I'm sure you're both very tired as well. Please, it's no trouble at all. Actually, Umio, there is something I wanted to ask you about Uzumi. So I noticed Uzumi's personality and speech kind of changes randomly once in a while. What the heck is up with that? She is pushing herself. Pushing herself? Originally, she was a girl with a cheerful disposition, much like when she transforms. What? Really? Even if she acted carefree, she was very earnest. She may have believed that, as she was, we cannot rely on her in this crumbling world. As she continued a life of survival and combat, her personality and speech slowly changed. To believe Uzumi was like that in the past, that's why she's so hung up on the idea of being cool, huh? There must be some part of her subconscious that relates being cool to being reliable. But one's personality is not something so easily changed. As Uzumi has always been prone to daydreams, she often returns to her true self during those times. Yeah, I've definitely noticed that. Now then, it's quite late. We can speak of what our next steps will be in the morning. I'm sure you are both tired, so please, get some rest. Yes, you're right, I am really exhausted from fighting today. Good night, Umio. Thanks for speaking with us. Night. See you in the morning. Yes, good night. Pleasant dreams to you both. Suddenly starting again today is Nep Station. With me, your host, Neptune. Today I'm joined by me, Uzume. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that name, with an awesome broadcast just for you. Man, I'm glad we were able to stay at Yumio's safely. Or today. Whichever. Yeah, I was able to defeat that mutt too. It must be because I'm so cool. Well, let's forget whether Uzumi is cool or not for now. What? Ah. Oh, that stung. Since we're here, let's try acting out an episode preview thingy. Take it away, Uzumi. After saving Umio, what awaited Nepsi and Co. was another type of hell. Greed and violence settled in after destruction. A city of Platform Zero created 100 years of war. If you throw vice, treachery, corruption, and chaos into a blender, you get Zero Dimension. Next episode, Swirl. We'll have you follow Nepsi and us into hell. That wasn't really an episode preview in the slightest, but oh well, bye-bye. Oh, Nep Jr., I want to eat pudding. Goodness, what should I do? There isn't any pudding around, and even if I wanted to make some, we don't have the ingredients. Pudding. What's going on? I can hear you guys from outside. Greetings. Nepsi is lively as usual, I see. Oh, Uzumi, Umio, we have a bit of a problem. Pudding. If I don't have any pudding, I'll die. Pudding. And there's our problem. I understand. Unfortunately, unless we somehow make it ourselves, we won't find any. No. Pudding. What is with that? Pudding. Dear me, I'm finding it difficult to tell which one is actually the older sister. It may be Nepsi's influence, but now I want to try eating some pudding. Right? You want to eat pudding too, right, Uzumi? That bittersweet taste of caramel sauce poured over a nice portion of cold, refreshing custard pudding. Even one day without it causes this Neptune to feel all sentimental. Custard pudding, huh? But green tea pudding and chocolate pudding are great too. How do you know those flavors if you said try? So. How do you know those? Maybe we can find some ingredients in some abandoned grocery store nearby. If they had the base for pudding, we'd be more super ultra lucky, right? We found some. If we found some. Uzumi would totes want to make yummy sweets and treats. All her beautiful friends. Do you mean for all your beautiful friends, or are you telling them? That could have been worded way differently. Oh, it's been a while since I've made some. Did you say? Okay, so your first words wants to try some? Yeah, shouldn't have used that line. How about we make a whole bunch of different kinds of pudding and have a big put it together? Okay, now you're just making up words. Oh, when I say puttiba, it's a shortening for pudding party. Doesn't it sound like mega ultra fun? What does it mean? Hey, come back to Earth. So, yeah, a pudding party might be kind of tight. So maybe we could try it out or whatever. But the problem is the ingredients. You need eggs and milk, right? With the world in this state, I don't think we're gonna find either. Wait, we might actually have some eggs. What are you staring at? Why are you staring in my direction? Hey, Nepsi, do you think we can make pudding out of fish eggs too? Fish eggs! Fish pudding, wow, this might be a whole new breed of pudding on our plates here. This needs to happen for science. Yeah, sure. Just a moment, you two. I want you to calm down first. No matter how you look at it, I am a male fish. Even if you were to cut my stomach open, you wouldn't find what you're looking for. Damn. Phew. Until today, I'd never before thanked my parents for bringing me into this world as a male. You have your share of troubles too, don't you, Umio? Alright then, Nipsey. It's still possible there are some ingredients left somewhere. Let's go search for them. You're right. Ooh, even if we were to find enough ingredients for one spoonful, it's worth it. And they're gone. That they are. Oh, we can finally go to the shop. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's replace my potion. Ooh, we got new swords and stuff. Alright, cool. Let's, see what we can get.
How's that?
I'm really not sure what to get on this, actually. See, here it raises one stat. But this one, vitality, would lose points. And tap it for another time, I'm sure. So, I'm gonna just... no armor. I'm not even sure what these clips do, really. Okay.
Does it fit me?
And I don't have enough for her. I suppose if I grind it a little bit, I could make enough to get it. Also, I think it's worth pointing out that she seems to have the strongest weapons so far. I mean, hers, not so good. But when you put it on this one, it's much better. But Neptune just isn't up to par in terms of weapon strength. Her sister seems to have the strongest one so far. I mean, I think actually Nepgear and Uzumi might have similar strength in their weapon right now. They're the new weapons, but Neptune's, her new weapon is not there. It's actually, what was it? 60? Was it in the 60s? Theirs is in the 70s. So, no, 90s. Theirs is in the 90s. 95. Well, with that, I think that's all I can get for now. Let's see. These are stats effects, removers, and these are boosters. Life fragments. Okay, yeah, I think that's all I can do. Man, I'm kind of hungry. I'd like to eat something good. Then as thanks for taking care of us, we'll cook up something for you, Uzumi. Whoa, really? Sweet. Craving anything in particular? I definitely gotta get some protein before I fight the giant. I have some meat, please. Nepgear and I will whip up the best meat dishes we can think of. Sorry for the wait, Uzumi. Here, this is a Salisbury steak. Oh man, this is a Salisbury steak? I've heard about how delicious they were. This is my first time eating one. Much. This is great. It's super delicious. I'm glad you like it. Next is my dish. It's a special Nep style katsu bowl. Holy cow. This is the katsu bowl of my freaking dreams. Nom nom nom. Wow, this is such a great blend of eggs and katsu flavors. I didn't know you were such a genius in the kitchen, Nepsy. Aw, you're making me blush. But it was worth having Netgear teach me how to make it, even though it was quite a bit of trial and error. I guess I can taste how its seasoning could use some minor tweaks, but it's still delicious. I feel like if I ate this tomorrow, I have the strength to take out that giant. Nepsy, please recreate this dish for me tomorrow. About that. What's wrong? The fact of the matter is, actually we used up all our supplies to make these. Everything else ended up as black soot. Miraculously, these two came out edible. Well. Yeah, I think Hughes and me just got lucky. Nim Jr., I found some eggs. Huh? I've got milk and sugar too. I think we're all set for now. What? You too, isn't me? There were actually some monster peddlers nearby who just opened up a shop. Not only that, but everything here is 100% organic and fresh. This feels just a little too convenient. Well, as long as we have food, we can eat. I think anything's fine at this point. Yeah, but it also does feel really convenient. Really way too convenient, actually. Let's start by whipping up this pudding right away, Gearsy. Yeah. I'll just hang out with you while they work their magic, Umio. Considering we'd never had the chance to sit and have a talk together, this may be the perfect opportunity to deepen our friendship. Where's that coming from? Sincerest apologies, Nepsy. It appears to be a call from one of my friends. Please excuse me for a moment. There he goes. Now I got nothing to do while I wait for pudding. Oh well. They say hunger is the best ingredient. I think I'll take a walk to get my blood flowing. I think another thing had popped up. Nepsy, when the pudding's done. Sorry about that, Nepsy. We made too much and it took quite a while. Whoa, why are there baby bugs? Oh, good job, you two. Thank you for the hard work. Oh, it's Miss Uzume. What's going on here? I had some time to kill before you guys were done, so I took a walk around and ran into these baby bugs. I thought eating delicious sweets together with everyone makes them even more scrumptious, so I invited them over. Nice idea, Nepsy. We used all the ingredients we brought and made way too much. Now I'm really hungry too. I can't wait for the pudding. I will boil us some tea then. Our surroundings may be decrepit, but let's treat ourselves to a tea party. Don't you mean a tea and pudding party? Or a pudding and tea party? Oof, I am so stuffed. I can't get started unless I have a pudding day. I just can't get started. Whatever. You really do love your pudding, don't you? The tea you made for us was really delicious, Umio. What kind of tea is this? Thank you, it's my original blend. I'm a bit of a hobbyist when it comes to tea. I can give you some of this blend if you'd like. Really? Thank you. Looks aside, you really are a gentleman, Umio. I think he's pretty handsome on the outside too, you know. That's right, Uzumi had that sort of style. Uzumi had that sort of style sense. Now, our tea party is winding down. Whatever. I would like to have a meeting discussing our future strategies if you are all willing. I don't mind. I'm super duper down. My motivation gauge is at max now that my belly is full of pudding. Well, let's jump in immediately. I just received a call informing me of a place where share crystals may be located. We've used up a lot from the previous fights, so it'd be great for me to restock my supply. Furthermore, we can surmise that there is a large supply of share crystals at this location. We might even be able to execute our plan. Indeed, as long as we have the necessary share crystals, our preparations will be complete. Which means we can finally Hey, so what's this plan you guys are talking about? It'd be nice if you let me and Netgear in on this stuff so we can understand. Oh, right, my bad. To explain it simply, it is a plan to defeat that Colossus. I think it's Colossus. You've already seen. The what? You have a way to defeat the giant thing? After repeated battles with it, I came to realize that it is weak to sheer energy. However, because of its size, even if you strike it with sheer energy on a single point, it has little effect. This is why we were attempting to contain it by creating a special barrier that uses a huge amount of sheer crystals. Holy moly, that's a pretty crazy plan. With that, even a giant would get clobbered. Yep, that's the idea anyway. Let's hurry and get those sheer crystals. Oh, new location is up and running. Yeah, there was one more. Umio looks like he'd grow legs as he matured and eventually become a frog. But how is he in reality? I don't know what you're on. But that can't possibly be true. He's a damn fish. You're right. That'd be ridiculous. What the heck? Umio, what's with that body? What are those creepy legs? He's just floating around, just like la la la. You're being quite rude, Nepsy. Look how beautiful these legs are. Oh no. La 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 la. It just looks so stupidly funny. He's just floating around without any motion. It just looks like he's just a stiff boy. Just his legs. Please, anything but those legs. It looks like they're having the same dream. But what do they mean by his legs? What could you possibly tell me? My name is Miss Manual. I'll give you some advice on the game. You can always check help topics you've seen by selecting help from the menu. And whatever. That's not exactly all that useful. In the sense of what useful is.
I choose you.
I want to see. Alright, I clicked that place wrong anyway.
Can't we just hang out here?
Okay, these guys. Why do they always gotta try to fight me? Oh. Well, this is promising. Okay, that means more width, right? So if I line it up right, I should be able to walk on them both, right? So can I hit both, or will it just hit one? That's two. Hers is just bigger. She didn't really get much of an upgrade. And Uzumi is, of course, completely the same.
My turn.
And you missed.
Yeah.
I finished this stylishly.
I did it. I leveled up.
Wasn't expecting you to level.
Can't we just hang out here?
Okay, well, that is all the time we have for this episode of MegaDimension Neptunia VII. If you like this episode, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next episode.